I had the opportunity to learn recently from a talk that was given to mission presidents by Elder Neil Anderson. I first heard of this from Brother Jonathan Austin, one of our area directors, who shared this because it was given in a mission president seminar. But I have permission to paraphrase from Brother Anderson's talk to these mission presidents. And I think what he teaches in this example is exactly what I'm trying to say about Christ-like leadership. And so if I can, I'm going to use the whiteboard. And I know that there are people translating, and so the whiteboard won't be translated, but I'll go slowly enough and refer to the different elements of this graph that Elder Anderson used so that you can translate and help people understand this. But apparently what Elder Anderson shared was this idea, that we sometimes talk about as leaders having high expectations as compared to some leaders who settle for low expectations. And all of us somewhere on this scale find ourselves as leaders in what we demand of those that we have been asked to serve and to lead. At the same time, another principle that's important is to consider leaders who are high in love and those who sometimes are either low in love or low in their ability to express that love and to convey that love to those that they've been asked to lead. And then Elder Anderson taught this, which I think is a profound principle. If we as leaders have low expectations and low love, what will the result be among those that we have been asked to lead? The word that Elder Anderson chose to describe the consequence, the outcome of low love and low expectation, is that there'll be rebellion. He used words like distractions and breaking of rules, a lack of unity, a lack of working together for a common goal to accomplish something. That very little will be expected, very little love will be expressed, and the result of that is that people really won't engage in what we're trying to accomplish and will rebel against rules and against priorities, to use S&I language. I think the consequence of that ultimately is that students simply are not blessed like they could be when our leaders are low in love and low in expectations of those that they've been asked to lead. Now, if you were to be a leader with high expectations but low love, what might be the consequence of that? Elder Anderson again used this word. He said the consequence of that is deviance. He used examples of false information on reports, of shallow interviews, of salesmanship. In other words, in this one, when the leader has high expectations but low love, it actually encourages people to look good rather than to be good. I think the result of that is that maybe some good things will happen. Maybe some results are given or obtained, but very little personal development will happen when a leader has high expectations but low love. And certainly any outcomes, any achievements that are accomplished in this kind of a culture will not be sustainable. Because again, there may be momentary achievements, but they won't be long lasting. And often they won't even be true because we sometimes just give the appearance of looking good rather than actually being who we need to be in accomplishing what the Lord would have us accomplish. Now, if you were to consider for just a minute a leader who has high love but low expectations, what's the culture on a faculty with high love but low expectations? Elder Anderson's word that he used to describe this is fraternity, which is an interesting choice of words. It's not a negative thing, right? It means fellowship and brotherhood and those kinds of things. In this culture, people are happy to be on this faculty. But he also said it creates a buddy mentality. It creates a culture where people go through the motions with very little stretching, very little accountability. So think about the results in this kind of a culture or this kind of a faculty. Certainly it would be a nice place to work. People would enjoy being there and enjoy being with each other. But again, very little by way of personal development and likely very low progress in achievement of goals or priorities that have been set on a faculty because everybody's content to just be happy as things are. Now think about this one for just a minute. When a leader, when you as a principal or you as an institute director or as a coordinator have high love and high expectations, then what's going to happen in a setting like that? The word that Elder Anderson used was miracles. That this is when miracles happen in the lives of the people that we've been asked to serve. He used words like, and again, this was in a mission president seminar, but constant finding. So I guess for us that would translate as enrollment, as attendance, as transitioning students from one program into another or into another class. Prayerful goals that are aligned with the priorities, goals that are aligned with prophetic direction and priorities, goals that are certainly aligned with the will of our Father in heaven and what he would have us accomplish in seminaries and institutes. And then the last phrase that he used in association with miracles was that it would provide spiritual power. In a faculty or in a culture with high expectations and high love is an opportunity for us to gain the power of the Holy Ghost in our work that will create miracles for those that we serve. So again, with our faculties, in their professional and personal development, with our students in trying to accomplish the outcomes, the objectives of seminaries and institutes, the kind of miracles we're hoping for and praying for will most likely happen in a setting with high expectations and high love.